Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our Friday live broadcast. I want to remind all of you that we have another one at 1 o'clock. Now, this week, we've been talking about corporate professionals and top earning network marketers that are searching for a new home. And the folks that have the largest following, the largest circle of influence, are called whales. And this month, we're dedicated to helping all of you learn how to find them, how to make the connection, how to learn more about them, and ultimately bring them into your business. Now, our boot camp for August started last night, and we still have some openings. So for those of you that are in boot camp, if you have any questions, want me to look at your profiles, whatever it is, please let me know now. At the end of the month, we have our 3-day top earner retreat where we're going to show you specifically how you catch them and how you bring them into your business. So while we're waiting for some questions, let me give you some examples. Fonda Collier, building an isogenics business. One of her team members enrolled the #1 earner in another company that was making $500,000. Sheila, who 6 months earlier could barely send email, landed her big fish. Jacques connected with 2 whales on Facebook during boot camp, brought him into his business. Now, I don't show you these to impress you. I show you these to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. Francisco enrolled a whale in his business in December that brought 80,000 people to his business by February. And Todd, with the whale book, reaching out to 30 people a day on LinkedIn, enrolled a business builder yesterday and set 3 solid appointments for today. And when he talked to them, he signed all 3 of them up. After 20 years in the MLM industry, trying everything taught by all the gurus that are out there, he was blown away by what he learned, blown away by how fast the whole process worked. Now, Rick, actively going after network marketers, talked to 12 people in 1 day, and he's got 2 ready to sign up in his business. You're all heading down the same road. I love success stories, and I'm going to share one that really lays it all out for you. Gennady Viduta came to the United States from Poland to learn how to use Facebook and social media to build a network marketing business. Prior to connecting with me, he had spent over $40,000 with other experts and trainers. Since you've been in network marketing, how much have you spent? How many courses, how many classes, how many coaching sessions have you gone through? Add it up. Let me know. His personal coaching goal when we started working together was to learn how to build the business and then how to train the people he enrolled. As part of coaching, I helped him fill a hotel room in Poland with prospects for his business while still in the United States, and then helped him conduct a boot camp training in Polish. Initially, when we started working together, he was building a business. And at the end of a year, his income was up to $60,000 a month. And then he had to change companies. Gennady called into one of our sessions and shared his story.
There are a lot of trainers, a lot of people who are pretend to be the best of the best in the world to teach in this area. But you know what? I found that they are treating the theory. So their students making nothing with this theory. So we were looking for somebody who can provide us step by step to have a really good result. So we started with this information and training and knowledge we get from Mac, from his coaching. And guess what happened? At that time was in a different company. We ran to the top of this company just in 12 months. We were the first check in Europe.
After 6 months.
After 6 months, yeah. And something happened that we needed to change the company. We started a brand new company 3 months ago. And within 3 months, we made a diamond in 74 days.
Yes.
From 0 point, somebody can put the all field, they brought their whole team. No, we built this new team with a brand new people, all of them from Facebook. We have a 66 person for now in our front, and we made about $300,000 in volume in the first 5 weeks.
What I want to say is in this 12 weeks, in social media only, we build organization and to have connection with people, new people in this industry, and it really works. We have now in 12 weeks more than 1,000 people, and we have great vision of the future.
And it's happened only because it works. So Max, thank you for everything you are doing, not only for us, but for thousands of people like us.
Now, when he was building his first business, in 2 weeks, he enrolled 50. All right, that was someone's error. So he brings 57 people into his business with the first company in 2 weeks. 57 frontline people. Says, I plan to do it in 6 months. I can't believe that it happened. And then the exciting part about it was his team started to duplicate. So he sent me this about 3 weeks later. Here's hot news from my team. Can you imagine? 4 of my frontline partners, 4 of the 57. They were in the first Polish boot camp, so they taught them the system. 2 of them just beat their life records, each of them sponsoring more than 20 people in 1 week. This is what we were looking for, simple, easy to duplicate. All of my team is going to be in your next boot camp. I know the Max method is really good, but I didn't expect it to be so good. Again, all of you are heading down the same road. You all have the same equal access to people. All right, so anybody in boot camp have anything they want to show me or anything they want help with? Let me pop over here and to remind all of you that are in boot camp. Last night, we had the first session, how to create your page. On Tuesday, how to connect with perfect prospects. Then the following Thursday, how to communicate with them and qualify them. And then finally, the following Tuesday, how to close them. I want to remind all of you that you have access to the July boot camp, so you can get ahead of the class. The first month, at the beginning of every quarter, we have a 5th session of boot camp. The daily routine of top earners and how to generate $1 million mindset that the top earners have. We talked about LinkedIn. And we work with everybody in boot camp. So I'm waiting for more boot camp participants. I know there were a bunch that had an issue and a problem with elements of their profile. Every day, you're going to have people joining your network. Every day, you're going to have people messaging you. You go over to your network. People are going to be reaching out to you. You're going to be able to use their celebration feature. To see who's having a birthday. Connected with Gail 12 years ago. Never talked. You're going to be amazed at how many people you're talking to. Okay, so let me unmute one of my students, Shaq. Good morning. Shaq, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, let me log out of my account.
I've been reaching out to some of the people on Yellow, from Yellow.
Okay.
But I'm using the first strip. That's the one I should be using, right, with them?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Also, let's see something.
So let's see. Okay, you're up to 132. It's growing. Now, notice it says here, reactivate Sales Navigator. So let's see what kind of deal they're offering you. So right now, you aren't being offered a deal. Just have a little patience. Probably because we clicked on this and opened it up. My guess is within the next 7 to 10 days, they'll come back. And the deal they'll offer you will be 1 or 2 months at half price.
Okay.
We just have to wait. And frankly, it's not a big deal because right now, what you're doing doesn't require Sales Navigator. All right. So let's come over to your message area.
Now Cedric is already in the business,
Right, okay, so we don't necessarily have to look at him.
right?
So here is Heidi. All right, so this, you're gonna come in here and you're gonna hit her with the icebreaker. It's nice to be connected. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? Same thing with all of these. You come back and you hit them with the icebreaker. Okay, so these are all your new ones. Renee writes, okay, now, one of the things that you can do,
Mm-hmm.
let's just take a look at it really quick. So really, you can hit it with the second message, the icebreaker. Hey, it's nice to be connected. But what we could do, because let's look at her profile for really quick. Yoga master. And so the question is
Mm-hmm.
that she says she's open to work. Now, this could mean one of two things. It could mean that she's open to work to train people in yoga or to teach,
Mm-hmm.
or she's looking for something new. So we come down here, and this is another new feature. Previously, we were telling everybody, if you want to see how active people are, you just have to look at their posts. Well, now they've added comments. So you can see additionally what people have done. People may be hesitant to post things, but they can make comments. So she made a comment 36 minutes ago. So we know she's active.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously she's active because she
Came
accepted
back with something
your
to
connection. And notice you can see her followers. So if you can see her followers, what that tells you is her settings are off. She has a follow button on her profile instead of her connect button. All right, but the question is, what is she doing and what is she looking to do? So we come down here. She's some kind of a guru. She's been doing this for 9 months. Digital marketing specialist. President of Footprint Wellness. So the question is, because she lists so many things,
Mm-hmm.
she's a guru. She's a digital marketing specialist. She's got this company here. And she's doing this. One busy, busy lady.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to find out is how busy is she? What does she do? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're going to come back here. All right. So she's seen one of your posts.
Right.
So you want to hit her with that image. And well, what you can do, frankly, is just hit her with the icebreaker. And the question is going to be, how long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? That's all you have to do.
Okay.
Because we're going to do all of these. We're going to do all of these together. So here, this person here accepted you. Hit him with the icebreaker. All right.
All right. Now, most of all those are from Yellow, so they just started posting.
Right. So, right. So if we come back over here to your network,
Mm-hmm.
So these are all the people in yellow.
All right, those are ones I just sent out to. Those are flight attendants that live in Atlanta.
Right.
But the
So-
rest of them, when you go down, see from this one down is yellow.
Right. So we just have to wait for them to accept the connection, and then you're good to go. But what this does is this gives you a record of how many people you're reaching out to on a daily basis, so you can keep track. All right. So when we have our next session, we're going to jump in. We're going to look at the people that you sent the connection request to and accepted you. Then you sent them the icebreaker, and then together we're going to start conversations.
Sounds good.
All right. And I'm going to show you how to pick out the people that you want to respond to and how to pick out the people that you don't.
Okay.
Okay. You having fun yet?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
On yellow, most of all of them people from there are active.
Well, they're going to be a lot more active because their company.
Just closed on them.
Well, did they close or they filed for bankruptcy?
Filed for bankruptcy, yeah.
So that creates questions. And as far as job security and everything. Bottom line is you all have unlimited access of people to talk to. Let me jump over here on Facebook. And let me, I'm still in his account. So let me unmute Brian. So yesterday, we worked on Brian's account. Wait a minute, this is me. So Brian has 1,300 connections.
Good morning, Max. Sorry.
Good morning. So Faya says, for the boot camp participants, we have to buy the private message scripts book, or is it free? It's part of your online tools. So you're in boot camp. The script book is included. It's one of your tools. So we changed. Let's see what happened. We have a coaching session today. So
Yes.
we're going to go in and we're going to take a look at what happened. So folks, one of the things that we always tell you is the first thing that anybody can do is change your picture. So while we were setting everything up, we changed his introduction. And you had 74 people that liked it. 15 people made comments. We're going to look at some of these because some of these could very well turn out to be prospects for your business. And there's an easy way to find out who's who. Then here we change your picture. 109 people liked it. 10 people made comments. So again, you have the same thing, same opportunity to reach out. Hey, Belly, I'm glad you like my picture. It's been 8 years since we've talked. What's new? What are you doing? 85% of the people that you ask that question to are going to come back and ask you what you're doing. And we've got scripts. that will make them more curious about your business. Then we change your cover. This creates, again, curiosity. You had 11 people that liked it, 2 people made comments. And then last but not least, you know, Kevin? Brian, do you know Kevin?
Yes,
Okay, well, I think he's in your business. So,
yes, he is. He's the gentleman that brought me in,
okay,
him and his wife, Melissa.
okay. And we posted a joke. You had 36, 37, 38 people that responded. Some of these people, again, could be prospects. What this does is this gives you an opportunity to start a conversation. So during our coaching session today, we're going to go in, we're going to review what you have to say, who you want to respond to. And so when you're all building a business, the first thing that you can do to generate almost immediate results is to change your picture. Doesn't have to be a current picture. Doesn't matter. So we did some other things that, again, are going to make it easy to start conversations. That's what it's all about. It's all about starting conversations with your prospects. It's all about being able to pick out the people who clearly need what you have, want what you have. So if you haven't registered yet, for the August boot camp, you still have time. I already had 3 emails from boot camp participants this morning that wrote in that they're already talking to people. They just by changing their picture. They're already talking to people, and they believe by the end of today, they'll actually have enrolled some folks. You all head down the same road. You all have the same wonderful opportunity. Social networks like LinkedIn and Facebook have leveled the playing field. You all have equal access to people. Now it's up to you to reach out, start conversations with people that you know ahead of time would be interested in your business. You know enough about them to know the people that you want to talk to and distinguish them from the people that you don't. So there is no faster, easier way to build your business. We're going to lay it out for all of you. If there was a faster way to do it, if there was an easier way to do it, I'd be teaching that. Now, for those of you that are in boot camp, we sent out a notice with a special promotion to everybody in boot camp to register for our 3-day top earner retreat. So if you haven't done it yet, you need to, because as soon as you register, you're going to have access to how network marketers catch will go. And you're also going to have access to the top earners 90-day game plan. All right, so let's take a look. So Raymond, it's nice to see you. There's still a lot of, your settings are off. So I can see your followers. Now you're connected to a lot of people. And there are some simple things that you can do. That would have you immediately involved in conversation. Well, I'm not so sure I would have done it this way, but folks, we will be back at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And let me just say this, if you're not talking to 10 or 15 people every day, you could be. If you're not enrolling at least one person a week into your business, you could be. It's entirely up to you. So we'll be back at 1 o'clock for those of you that are in boot camp. Saturday, we've got an 11 o'clock training. Monday, 9:30 and 4. Tuesday, 9:30 and 4. That's 6 hours. You could jump on, have me help you with your profiles, have me help you qualify people, and ultimately have you close sales. So again, if you're not talking to people on a daily basis, you're not satisfied with the results you're having, then I invite you to jump into boot camp. Go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code Great Deal. It'll drop the price. Until next time,